Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the 2020 Force for Change Awards event. I have the great pleasure of introducing Linda Welbrock, who is a trailblazer, power player, and catalyst for change, who has spent the past decade advancing women entrepreneurs and executives in ways that create avenues for their ultimate success. She's a Wall Street alumni and former corporate executive for Fortune 500 companies, including Merrill Lynch and UBS. She's a serial entrepreneur and creator of the LWE platform, which has highlighted the efforts and accomplishments of the most influential, diverse, and innovative women in the country. She's a visionary who has given her outstanding platform a more global twist by creating entrepreneurial retreats in countries as diverse as Norway, Ireland, Cuba, Spain, and more. She's an entrepreneurial studies MBA whose passion for innovation was ignited and just keeps on building. She's a top 50 women in business and subject matter expert who has been featured by media organizations such as Women's Day, New Jersey Monthly Magazine, NJ Biz, The Star Ledger, Newsweek, Fox 5, and many more. She's a sought-out speaker and panelist for many university and business forums and has been a featured presenter for Tory Burch, Senator Booker, Shaka Khan, and many more. And she's a proud mother of 13-year-old twins, a 9-year-old, and a dog who keeps her and her husband busy. And now, please welcome Linda Welbrock.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. I am so excited to have all of you here with us. And as we enter the fourth quarter of 2020, this has been one of the most challenging years of our lifetimes. But let's take great pride in the fact that tonight we're going to have some fun, first of all, and we are making history with the first ever virtual top 25 recognition event. So welcome. And as the founder of LWE and the Force for Change Awards, I am so proud to share this evening with all of you that honors some of New Jersey's finest citizens. I'm elated to showcase the many innovative ways that these exemplary honorees and their companies took extraordinary measures to make our state once again Jersey strong. So our mission at LWE is to create a sustainable environment that brings leaders together and showcases their outstanding attributes and contributions. And over the past decade, LWE has recognized over 500 of the best and the brightest women in an effort to raise the visibility platform for diverse female leaders. In November of 2019, we expanded our mission by hosting the Force for Change conference, which many of you may remember, featuring music legend Shaka Khan. Among the other prominent speakers, we had First Lady Tammy Murphy and CNBC's Sue Herrera. And the event was also attended by hundreds of New Jersey's most respected female business leaders and entrepreneurs. Little did we know then that this would be our last live in-person event for the foreseeable future. Once the pandemic hit in early 2020, we were called to once again expand the LWE mission to include our outstanding male colleagues. Today, we proudly showcase New Jersey's finest women and men who selflessly and brilliantly helped guide us through this unprecedented time. So our newly established LWE Force for Change initiative recognizes some of New Jersey's amazing heroes and innovative thought leaders as illuminators or crusaders, each of whom have made a significant change to address the pandemic and pave the way for a better future for New Jersey citizens, the nation, and the world. I have dedicated my entire professional career meeting, networking, and shaking hands with thousands of people throughout this great state. And our new reality is that we may never fully return to our traditional methods of networking. Thankfully, technology like the one that we're using right now has opened up new doors of opportunity and in many ways has helped us to expand our connections and increase our time efficiencies and effectiveness. So tonight, I start a new journey with all of you, one that keeps us largely behind computer screens, but does not dim the light of awesomeness of the men and the women we honor or the positive impact that they have made upon our great state of New Jersey. So I want to take a minute to tell you a little bit about the agenda and what we're going to do for the next 45 minutes or so. Hopefully you enjoyed networking and table hopping on this remote platform. We are going to do that again at the end of the event if you'd like to stay and meet more amazing people. And I hope that you also have the chance to network with different prospects and the honorees. We have two sponsors who have joined us tonight, and they are going to say a few brief remarks in the beginning of the program to talk about how their companies are a force for change. And then we will move to the video montages where we have highlighted each of the honorees and talk about what made them a force for change in New Jersey. After each montage, honorees, I'm going to ask you to turn on your camera, and we'd like to try and get a virtual photo shoot of you with the other honorees in that group. Now, if you're at home and you have family members or if you're having a party, we encourage you to take your behind the scene photos and share them with us. Also share them on your social media platforms. You can use the hashtag #ForceForChange2020. If you're having any issues, you can just comment in the chat box. We have a team of technology experts here who are working this party, this virtual party, to ensure that everything goes smoothly and that you're having a good experience tonight. I also want to mention that the program is in the center of the conference. I think someone's sharing it right now in the chat field. You definitely want to take a look at that. There's some congratulatory ads in there, and there are some feature stories on all of the honorees. So if you want more information after the interviews, you should take a look at that. Lastly, if you are having tech issues, it's been our experience that 99% of the problems that you may have can be resolved by simply refreshing your browser. So if all else fails, try that and you'll come back to the presentation. Make sure you're on a laptop or a computer, not your phone, and make sure you're using Chrome. So before we go any further, I would like to thank all of our sponsors and our partners for without them, this evening would not be possible. Our lead sponsors include Morgan Stanley, TD Bank, RWJ Barnabas Health. Our media sponsor is NJ Biz. We have Team Relizent and the team at Diageo, who is going to do our virtual toast a little later on with Johnny Walker and Jane Walker, which we're excited about. Again, I also just want to give a huge shout out to all the advisory board members for their support and their insight this year, as you've really helped to make, again, one of the most challenging years in history, an opportunity for Leading Women in the Force for Change Awards. So I would like now to invite our first sponsor, Cynthia Colucci, who is the Vice President and Senior Relationship Manager at TD Bank, to come up to the stage with me. She's going to be saying a few words.
Great. Thank you, Linda, and good evening, everybody. I'm so honored to be here this evening representing TD Bank, America's most convenient bank, as a sponsor for tonight's event. TD's been a longtime sponsor and supporter of leading women entrepreneurs, and we are thrilled to be part of the second annual Force for Change recognition event. We would like to extend our most sincere congratulations to all of this year's Force for Change honorees. We applaud you, and we thank you all for what you have done to continue to lead so effectively with continued purpose and innovation through these unprecedented and challenging times. As a senior relationship manager and commercial lender with TD Bank's Middle Market Group, I bring the bank's full array of financial services and solutions to both middle market companies having revenues of $75 million and above, and also nonprofits, primarily in the education and municipal sectors. TD Bank is one of the 10 largest banks in the U.S., with over 27,000 employees and deep roots in the community dating back more than 150 years. We offer a broad array of retail, small business, and commercial banking products and services to more than 9 million customers throughout our footprint from Maine to Florida. At TD Bank, we focus on what customers have told us is the most important factor in choosing a bank: the relationship. As such, we deliver the whole bank to our customers across multiple products and services with no silos. We provide legendary service delivered by market-based teams of experts. We are dedicated to maintaining deep relationships that are built on trust, understanding, and flexibility. Every day, we stand behind our determination to deliver on our purpose to enrich the lives of our customers, our communities, and our colleagues. Again, we are so happy and privileged to be part of this very special event. Congratulations again to all the well-deserved honorees. Thank you and enjoy the evening.
Thank you so much, Cynthia. It's always a pleasure to work with you and everybody at TD Bank. So again, welcome back. And now I'd like to invite Ruth Bash, the Vice President and Chief Culture Officer from the Children's Specialized Hospital, to say a few words on behalf of RWJ.
Thank you so much, Linda, and good evening, everyone. RWJ Barnabas Health is so proud to sponsor this very important event and recognize all those who provided and continue to provide innovative ideas and solutions during this exceptionally unprecedented time for humankind. Our mission at RWJ Barnabas Health is to advance innovative strategies in high-quality patient care, education, and research to address both the clinical and social determinants of health. So the purpose of this evening's event is at the core of what we live each and every day. Each honoree here tonight, many of whom I had the privilege to meet as we networked before 6 p.m., have gone above and beyond their call of duty this year to embody a force for change in their industries to make these difficult times a little bit easier for all of us. We are proud to know and work among these fellow New Jerseyans who are using their superpowers for good. We are especially delighted to honor our very own RWJ Barnabas Health healthcare heroes, Dr. Carol Ash of Robert Wood Johnson University Hospital, Rahway, Margie Heller of St. Barnabas Medical Center, and Samantha Hernandez, also of St. Barnabas Medical Center. Extraordinary women, each and every one of them. So thank you so much, Linda, for inviting us to be part of this special evening, and enjoy the rest of the night.
Wonderful, Ruth. Thank you so much. Okay, we are going to move on with our amazing program that we have scheduled here for you tonight. But before we do, I just want to give a huge shout out to our media partner, NJ Biz. For those of you who have not seen the hard copy, this was distributed to the entire business community in the state about 2 weeks ago. The cover was here, as you see in the PowerPoint, and it features many of our honorees. And so if you haven't seen it, you can get a hard copy, or you can look in the chat box right now and you can see the virtual copy after tonight's interview, I'm sure inspired to read a little bit more about all of the people that we've had the great pleasure of getting to know. So thank you again, NJ Biz. And congratulations once again to all of the honorees. I am so humbled to be in the company of so many exceptional business leaders tonight. And I want to just frame how this, the criteria for all of the honorees, because we accepted nominations for 25 different business categories, and each honoree who's been awarded tonight is either an illuminator or a crusader. So the Force for Change illuminators are future visionaries post-COVID who made a significant shift to address the pandemic and pave the way for a better future. And the Force for Change crusaders are the amazing leaders who have helped us get through COVID over the past few months, and were instrumental in assisting New Jersey citizens navigate and advance through this pandemic. It's been literally amazing and inspirational to see how quickly each one of these honorees was able to pivot and implement the new strategies that you're about to hear in the video interviews, which is by far my favorite time of year because we get to know them and their work so much better. So now we are going to start with our first video interview, which is for our Global Force for Change honoree. There's only one, and that is Mark Trudeau. So I will let the video start now. Okay, Mark, if you're there and you can hear me, I know this is the first one that we're trying, and if you can turn your camera on, you can come up on to stage with me. If we can't figure that out, then we're just gonna roll with this and you can take a picture behind the scenes. But Mark was previously the CEO and president of Bayer Healthcare Pharmaceuticals, and Mark exemplifies what leadership should look like. He has worked tirelessly to remove obstacles to facilitate important research to benefit COVID-19 patients while safeguarding the well-being of every Mallinckrodt employee. Please join me in congratulating our Global Force for Change honoree, Mark Trudeau. Thank you so much. And again, I'm going to keep on asking people to come up to the stage, but if you miss it or something is glitchy, that's okay. Take your own pictures, send it to us afterwards, and we'll get you in our Facebook album. So now we are going to move on to our first group video montage, and we'll meet another brilliant group of amazing innovators.
Their ingenuity.
Okay.
And from there, I decided that
You're in the screen.
I wanted to be an entrepreneur of my own and wanted to invent something of my own. And so lock that can be put on handbags. And like all of our bags, it comes with our unique 2-digit working and ongoing learning to support development of
went a few months not knowing what the prognosis would be.
All right, love it. I have so many honorees up here on stage. I'm going to start with Janine Wallace, and everybody just stay here while you can. So Janine Wallace is the founder of Cartwright Inc., and she is a winner in the STEM category. When COVID-19 pandemic hit, it became clear to her America was critically short on personal protective equipment. She devoted all of her resources supplying KN95 face masks and donating them to hospitals in need. Congratulations, Janine, and thank you for your hard work. If you could just give a little wave, that would be great. And then we are going to move to Laura Jackson, who is the Senior Managing Director of Corporate Financing and Restructuring Real Estate Solutions at FTI Consulting, and she is the winner in our Consulting Services category. Laura connects business owners with resources and serves those affected by COVID with guidance and legal services to strategize on effective solutions that will enable them to be more financially viable. Congratulations, Laura, on being a 2020 Force for Change. If you could just give a wave, that would be great. If anybody has their award, they can hold it up here. Mike Wenger, our next honoree from TrialScope, he is a winner in the category of medical technology. Through TrialScope, Mike is changing the paradigm for clinical trial recruitment. Mike helped in the development of the coronaclinicaltrials.com, a website that provides accurate information on COVID-19 clinical trials to researchers and the public. We are so honored to have him with us tonight as a 2020 Force for Change winner. Then we have Sheetal Palmer, the Vice President of Medical Affairs at Natera Inc. She is a winner in the biotech category, and Sheetal is transforming the world of medical testing during COVID-19 with a mission to change the management of disease worldwide. Sheetal is leading a team providing medical services across women's health, oncology, and the transplant division. Congratulations on being a 2020 Force for Change winner. Then we have our power couple, which is Dr. Orly Langer of Perinatal Associates and Dr. Michael Most of Elite Surgical Specialties. Michael is a dedicated general surgeon, and he put his private practice on hold during COVID to volunteer his time and expertise to assist the state's most vulnerable patients afflicted with coronavirus. And his wife, Dr. Orly Langer of Perinatal Associates, started her practice to provide a hands-on boutique-style setting for her patients, even in this difficult time for the entire medical world. So congratulations to both of them as our power couple. Margie Heller is the Vice President of Community Health and Global Strategic Partnerships for St. Barnabas Medical Center and RWJ Barnabas Health. She is a winner in the category of Healthcare Administration and Leadership. Margie is a key member of the Social Impact and Community Investment practice and has served as an exemplary leader by orchestrating the operations of the hospital's COVID response, including taking the lead for RWJ Barnabas Health in community outreach during one of the most challenging times in history. Thank you, Margie, and congratulations on being a 2020 Force for Change. All right, honorees, we have our virtual group photo shot, awards up, pretend we're on stage in a real place, and thank you all again for your hard work and dedication, and I'm so excited to have all of you here tonight. Okay, so now we're going to move on to our next group montage, and we have 4 totals. This is the second one. Everybody can turn their cameras off. Another incredible group. Anybody who is in this group of honorees is welcome to turn their camera on now and join me on stage. In the category of government, we have Shavonda Sumter, and she is the Assemblywoman from the 35th District and Associate Vice President of Behavioral Health Services at Hackensack Meridian Health Mountainside Medical Center. Her legislation transcends her district and impacts 9 million people in the state of New Jersey. She is a staunch advocate for job growth, women's health, voting rights, civil rights, and criminal justice reform. Congratulations to Shavonda Sumter. Then we have the Almasi family of businesses, and they are receiving this award in the category of construction. Almasi Contractors has 90 plus years of experience and an excellent reputation for service, quality, and safety in building some of New Jersey's most prestigious landmarks. This family is not only kept building during COVID, but they provided over 3,000 masks need. Congratulations to Anne Marie Almasi, Bill Almasi, John Almasi Jr., Ken Nagy, Laura Bianchini, Bill Almasi Jr., Maura Almasi, and all of the other family members and team members who helped contribute to building this special empire. Gary Fish, the founder of Gary's Wine and Marketplace, he is a winner in the consumer products category. And in light of the pandemic, for the safety and well-being of Gary's Wine's customers and their employees, Gary chose to transition completely to digital. Congratulations to Gary on being a true force for change during COVID. Then we have Stephen Chanella, the managing partner of CohnReznick's Roseland, New Jersey office. Stephen has provided guidance and thought leadership on government loans and subsidies under the CARES Act that can help them continue to operate and help them strategize their post-pandemic path forward. Thank you to Stephen for making an impact in the field of accounting. Michael Dermer, the founder of The Lonely Entrepreneur, is a winner in the category of entrepreneurship. He is a voice for the soul of the entrepreneur. Lawyer, speaker, and founder Michael leads a comprehensive community to help entrepreneurs turn their passion into success. Congratulations, Michael, on being a true advocate for all innovators. And Bill Murray, the Executive Vice President and National Director of MWWPR, is a winner in the category of Communications and Public Relations. Bill and his team have not only helped clients and business organizations shape their COVID response and communications, but they have also worked closely with government and hospital officials to get critical personal protection equipment into the hands of frontline healthcare workers and setting up expanding COVID testing centers throughout the entire state. Thank you all for being such amazing honorees. And we've had such a great time getting to know you and your stories over the last couple months. I really congratulate you on being Force for Change winners. And if you have your awards, you can hold it up and we'll do a virtual photo shoot right now. I wish I had an award to emulate you, but I don't. So congratulations again, and you're making the state proud. Okay, so now we're gonna move on to our third montage, and if you guys can turn your cameras and mics off, that would be great. Okay, I'm back again. Remember to cheer virtually for all of the honorees with the hashtag Force for Change 2020. I also will say, if you're not following our social media, Leading Women on Facebook, connect with me personally on LinkedIn. If you're not already connected with me, Linda Welbrock. Great, this gives everybody a chance for the honorees who I'm going to mention to come up on stage. Start with Alma Dimitropoulos, the managing director of the New Jersey market for JP Morgan Private Bank. She is a winner in the category of financial services. Alma she has partnered with the Community Food Bank of New Jersey and joined the New Jersey Economic Recovery Task Force for the Professional Services Subcommittee to help the state get back to work. Congratulations to Alma for being a 2020 Force for Change. Then we have Ed Zimmerman, who is a partner at Lowenstein Sandler in our private equity category. Despite the economic downturn, Ed is able to provide much needed capital, legal services, and more to entrepreneurs to make business dreams possible. Ed's an advocate on issues concerning race, gender, the LGBTQ community, reproductive rights, and gun control. Congratulations to Ed for being a Force for Change honoree. Diane Williams, the executive director of JBWS. She is a winner in our nonprofit category. The mission of JBWS is the prevention of domestic violence through the protection and empowerment of victims. Diane went above and beyond to protect some of the most vulnerable people during COVID. Congratulations, Diane, for being a Force for Change honoree. You are an inspiration to all of us. Francois Nader, the founder of Jesra Advisors. He is a winner in our biopharmaceutical category. We are so honored to have an experienced biopharma CEO and a board chair of Moderna, who is one of the lead companies working toward the vaccine for COVID-19. Congratulations to Francois on being a 2020 Force for Change honoree. Then Henry Curtis Adamson. He's the VP of Technical Support at Verizon, in a winner in our technology category. And during COVID, Curtis and his team of over 3,500 employees that he leads led a new way to two-way video support initiative called Tech-C that eliminated field tech visits. They also accelerated do-it-yourself capabilities called Smart Fix that proactively resolves issues on behalf of customers through bot technology. Congratulations to Henry Curtis Adamson. We're so honored to have you in the class of 2020 as a Force for Change, and thank God for the technology people, or this event would not be possible. Okay, so Alan Naw is the CEO of Trophy Park. He's a winner in our sports and entertainment category. Trophy Park has been in the making for almost 9 years, and as we hit historic highs of unemployment in New Jersey, we can thank Alan for not only showcasing the next generation of athletes, but employing thousands post-COVID. Congratulations to Alan for being a Force for Change. And now, if anybody has their awards, they can hold it up and we'll take a virtual picture. And if you didn't get, hopefully everybody got it, you should have. If not, then we'll chat after the event. But congratulations to all of you, and thank you for being here with us tonight, and thank you for your dedication to the state. Great, and so I'll ask you to turn off your cameras. Yep, we're all getting used to this, right? And we're gonna go on to our fourth and final montage. How incredible are these people? I've watched these interviews many, many times, and it just never gets old to me. And I'm just moved once again by hearing all of the great work that this entire group did and continues to do. So I'm going to start with Samantha Hernandez. Anybody who's here and is comfortable putting their cameras on, feel free to join me up on stage. Okay, good, we have some takers. We're getting used to this, right? This is fun. Okay, so Samantha Hernandez is the regional director of the Northeastern Simulation Center at St. Barnabas Medical Center, RWJ Barnabas Health, in the category of education. Samantha Hernandez is a pioneer who has positively impacted the lives of others in heroic ways during this global pandemic by creating a virtual platform to teach healthcare providers the skill set to use telehealth and telemedicine and connect with patients anywhere at any time. Congratulations, Samantha, on being a 2020 force for change. Paul Collins, the president and CEO of Hub International in the category of insurance. Hub took the responsibility of helping their clients navigate through these very uncertain times by quickly developing a groundbreaking dedicated COVID crisis resource center, which houses continuous updates and a library of resources resulting in tens and thousands of registrants across all industries looking to Hub for much needed guidance. Congratulations to Paul, and I know Ivy Fisher and Lynn Colleen, if you're here, congratulations to a power team over there at Hub. James Faycult, president of JCP&L in the utilities category. Jim Faycult operates a critical part of our state's infrastructure and remains committed to keeping the lights on as the nation addresses the coronavirus challenge. Jim was also chosen by Governor Murphy to serve on the state's Restart and Recovery Advisory Council. He is also a huge champion for diversity and inclusion, and we're so honored to have him as a part of this 2020 class. Congratulations, Jim, and thank you again for your dedication to New Jersey. Dr. Natasha Chin of Brescia and Miglaccio, I'm sorry if I mispronounced that, as a board-certified OBGYN physician in a large practice, Dr. Chin firmly believes that healing women heals the world. She is the only female partner in a large multi-specialty practice who has brought life, new hope, and light into the world during one of the most darkest moments in history. We are so honored to have you, Dr. Chin, and thank you for being with us, and congratulations on being a 2020 force for change. Dr. Carol Ash, the Chief Medical Officer at Robert Wood Johnson University Hospital, Rahway, RWJ Barnabas Health. As one of the few female Chief Medical Officers, Dr. Carol Ash stepped up to navigate and lead the front lines and implement medical strategies throughout this entire crisis. Thank you, Dr. Ash, for being a champion for safe and quality patient care and for being a frontline force for change. We are so grateful for your work. Brian Semser, president of Micro, is a winner in the manufacturing category. During the pandemic, the healthcare space was impacted significantly when the government ruled that only essential versus elective procedures were allowed to be conducted. While these surgeries were on hold, manufacturing needed to continue to meet the demand for when the ban was lifted, and Brian was there for us for that. So congratulations to Brian Semser for being a 2020 force for change. Okay, so now we get to virtually hold up our awards if we have them. And somebody's taking a virtual shot here. Pretend I'm shaking your hand on stage and just know how grateful we are for all of your work, and thank you for being with us tonight. So I'm gonna ask that you turn off your cameras and your mics, and we are done with all of the montages for now, but we have a few really exciting things to share before we go to our virtual toast. So I am going to just move real quick into congratulating all of the honorees one more time. I know that if you want to read more about them, which I highly encourage all of you to do, you should look at that virtual link right now in the chat box and read their feature stories in NJ Biz. If you are interested in learning more about this organization, like I said earlier, you can connect with me on LinkedIn, Linda Wellbrock, just personally. You can follow us on Leading Women Entrepreneurs on Facebook, and you can look for all of our social media. But we are having a couple of events that you may want to participate in for the rest of this year. So we have speed networking events through our other organization called the VIP Exchange, and that is happening on November 20th and December 15th from 12:30 until 2. If you're interested in meeting high-level professionals and potential prospects and referral sources, then you should definitely reserve your spot. If you're interested in learning more about the membership that we have in this organization, then you should join us for an exciting presentation on December 11th with Michael Dermer at noon. And again, all of these are pandemic safe opportunities for you to network. So you should take advantage of them because there's not really any in-person options, unfortunately for us, because you know I can't wait to do another in-person event soon. So the last thing I will say is that, as you can see, we have highlighted so many amazing leaders, but next year we will be looking for more. So if you'd like to join us in our mission of raising the visibility platform for successful leaders, then you can nominate men, women, and companies at the forceforchangenj.com, or if you know diverse female business leaders, please visit us at lweworld.com. Both of the nomination links are being shared in the chat field right now, so you'll have the direct nomination links. I know each and every one of you knows someone who deserves to be recognized. And now I will invite our ambassadors from Diageo and the brand ambassadors from not only Johnny Walker, but Jane Walker, to come to the stage with me and join us for a virtual toast. I do have a bottle of whiskey here with me. I don't personally drink whiskey, even though I have done a Women in Whiskey event with Diageo. But we are going to learn the secrets to success from Diageo right now. And Kyla is here with us to lead the toast.
Yes. Thank you, Linda. Hi, everyone. My name is Kyla Stedman. I am the brand ambassador for Johnny Walker. It is my pleasure and honor to be here tonight as we recognize so many amazing individuals who have contributed so much to the fight against COVID-19. 200 years ago, John Walker started this journey by opening a small grocery store in Scotland. Like many of the nominees tonight, he was a pioneer and an innovator. They would eventually take his whiskeys to the four corners of the world and make Johnny Walker the world's leading Scotch whiskey. Women have always been integral to the Johnny Walker brand since its inception. In fact, John Walker & Sons bought Cardew Distillery from Elizabeth Cumming back in 1893. The story continues today, with half of the blending team being women, nosing cast samples, blending prototypes, fine-tuning recipes. It's all in a day's work. Tonight, I'm going to be toasting with Jane Walker. It is a limited edition blend created by Johnny Walker master blender Emma Walker. At the heart of this blend is Cardew, honoring the pioneers of our past and present. Jane represents a symbol of our continued journey towards gender equality. Johnny Walker raises a glass to bold, pioneering craftswomen and men everywhere who inspire innovation and push boundaries. On behalf of Force for Change and Johnny Walker, congratulations to all of the nominees. During these challenging times, we need pioneers and innovators now more than ever. Cheers to you.
Cheers to you, Kyla. Thank you so much. You can raise a glass if they have whiskey. There was a drizzle code that went out there for everyone. If anyone wants to get whiskey at a discount.
On Drizzly.
On Drizzly, yes. So we'll be sharing that code, and most of you should have gotten it already. But we will raise our glass together. And again, I am so honored and humbled to be in the company of all of you. I commend you on all of the good work that you have done and you will continue to do. And we are all thrilled to witness your inspiring journeys. And I encourage you to keep shining your light and remain a force for change for New Jersey. Congratulations, everyone. Now, I encourage you to go back to table hopping. We have a few minutes left to continue to network, and I hope you enjoyed this evening. I'm wishing all of you a prosperous and healthy year, and hope to see you at our next virtual